Hey everyone, I am Ed Gutowski. I am your English C1001 instructor, and I wanted to just create a welcome video, give you some background to class, and kind of get you a visual of who I am as your instructor. There's some great things about our class. First of all, English C1001 is loads of fun. It's a great class, whether you're taking it online or whether you're taking it on ground, right? This is a class that will fully focus on rhetoric and arguments, and we have one of the links in the modules. Basically, I provide a more detailed discussion on what these two terms mean to help you understand rhetoric and argument. Class is going to be loads of fun. The couple of things you should know is we never meet in person. All of our classes are online, right? And basically how I set up class is you have the full week to complete all the coursework and course assignments. Everything is not due until Sunday at midnight. So that gives you some flexibility. I know that students in the past have liked the flexibility. You know, some students are working or they just need to balance their time. And so as you turn in your assignments throughout the week, I'll come in, I'll check in, make sure you're making progress, leave you feedback, but everything isn't due until Sunday at midnight. Now there's two exceptions for week one. The first exception is the exception for the entire term. So on Mondays, you need to come check in and review the agenda. And I just want you to kind of look over, hey, what do I need to get done during the week? Because sometimes we may have quite a bit of work to do in the week. So I just want you to know, hey, I've checked in on Monday. I know I need to balance my time so I can get everything in by Sunday. So for the full 8-week class, every Monday, you got to check in. And that way you can also ask me questions if you're having any problems, questions or concerns about the class. I can kind of adjust more questions about the week. And then for week one, I need you to send me a welcome email where you introduce yourself to me. Let me know something cool about yourself. Let me know what you think about the class. I need that welcome email sent to my Sierra College email by noon on Tuesday. And if I don't get the welcome email, I'll start dropping you to make room for ads. And I got to be clear about this, that I get students who are really upset but that I drop them. But if I have students who want to add and you don't respond, I'll just end up dropping you and making the rooms for ads. So other than that, we don't meet in person. I have Zoom office hours that you can come visit me. And then with regards to class, I didn't bring a copy of the books, but we've got some really fun books to look at. The first thing we're going to look at towards the end of the semester, we're going to look at Shakespeare, Henry V. And Henry V is epic. If you're worried about Henry V or reading Shakespeare, don't worry about it. I'm going to kind of work your way up throughout the semester. But Henry V is an epic play because it's a play about rhetoric, it's a play about war, and it's a play about a young, inexperienced king who comes into power and has to use rhetoric. And Henry V is just great. I've taught it several times online. It's for this class, and it's just been outstanding. The second book we're going to look at is, it's called The Pilot's Wife, and it's by a contemporary author named Anita Shreve, who's gotten a lot of praise. Critics have really, really liked Anita Shreve. So she's like a current contemporary author who's gotten a lot of praise. And The Pilot's Wife is considered to be her best book. And I wanted to know why. And what's really interesting, if you look, what we find out is why The Pilot's Wife has gotten such great praise is because of how Anita Shreve uses rhetoric. And she uses a lot of the things that we're going to discuss with regards to rhetoric. And Shreve is always great because she starts out with a mystery. There's a knock at the door. A woman wakes up in the middle of the night. She's at home. She just kind of, who's knocking at the door? And it ends up that it's the police, and there's been an accident, an airline accident, and her husband has died, and he was the pilot of the airplane that went crashing down. And she can't believe it. She's shocked. And as they go through what happened with the pilot and the airplane crashing, there's this huge mystery that unfolds that raises all sorts of questions. I taught it last semester and students really, really liked it. So I think that's going to be a fun book to use. Then the other book that we'll look at, we've got some readings from They Say, I Say, and I've used that before, and students like that because the arguments within there are contemporary So we've got all the books. You also need to write Everything's an Argument. I'll have a list of the books. I just didn't bring them for this video, but you want to make sure you get all the books. And I think that pretty much sums up class. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what you think of week 1. Basically, you're going to kind of play around looking at how to define rhetoric. There's some poems that are the foundation of class. I tried to make week 1 as easy as possible, and then we'll kind of pick up things in week 2. If you have any questions or concerns, just send me an email. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing what you think of rhetoric and arguments.